Hello, and welcome to this episode of From the Archives. As March is Women's History Month, today we'll be examining the life and career of one of my favorite March of Dimes legends, Dr. Virginia Apgar.
As a registered nurse and a mother, I have a particular interest in medical problems of infants. Our Woman of the Year in Science and Research is a physician and a medical researcher whose work in the field of birth defects has won her international acclaim, Dr. Virginia Apgar. Dr. Apgar is the creator of the Apgar Score, a clinical evaluation made within 60 seconds of birth that determines the baby's overall condition and chances for survival. The Apgar Score is standard procedure in virtually every country in the world. As Vice President for Medical Affairs for March of Dimes, she oversees grants of $5 million a year for research, medical services, and education in the cause and prevention of birth defects. Currently, she is at Johns Hopkins Moore Clinic doing research in genetics. Infants have found the world a better and less painful place to live because of Dr. Virginia Apgar.
Dr. Virginia Apgar was a charismatic champion for babies who had a sharp wit and a lively personality.
I have just 20 seconds to do my thing. There is plenty of room in medicine and science for women. I hope that it's just waiting for women to come. There are only two reasons I'm here right now. One is if you really count them up, there's 7 of 8 of us have our names in the first half of the alphabet. Now this is statistically significant. The other reason is I'm quite sure the 2.5 million volunteers of the March of Dimes have all been ordered to vote for me.
Born on June 7, 1909, in Westfield, New Jersey, Virginia Apgar attended Mount Holyoke College and studied medicine at the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Columbia University in the 1930s, intending to become a surgeon. Disappointed by the limited career opportunities for women in surgery, she turned to anesthesiology as it began to develop professionally as a medical specialty. At a time when fetal monitors were not yet invented and babies were given very little attention after labor and delivery, Dr. Apgar questioned how to best evaluate the newborn infant to improve health and survival rates. She created a simple but effective 5-point scoring method designed to focus attention on the newborn to check its vital signs. Performed right after delivery, the Apgar score measures an infant's pulse, skin color, reflex, muscle tone, and respiration, quickly indicating whether the newborn needs special medical attention to stay alive. The Apgar score was revolutionary because it was the first clinical method to recognize the newborn as a patient. Dr. Apgar became a pivotal figure in redirecting March of Dimes' mission to birth defects, infant mortality, and premature birth in the 1960s. In fact, she was the first medical leader at the March of Dimes to recognize prematurity as a serious problem that demanded a focus on the importance of early prenatal care and a healthy pregnancy. As the foundation increasingly embraced the new field of perinatology, Virginia Apgar's outreach came to embody the March of Dimes slogan of the 1960s, "Be good to your baby before it is born." She became Vice President for Medical Affairs in 1968, and by the end of her career had authored more than 70 publications on anesthesiology, neonatal resuscitation, and birth defects. She also wrote the popular book, Is My Baby All Right?, to help advance the understanding of birth defects for those of us not in the medical field. While Dr. Apgar was recognized internationally as a leader in the prevention of birth defects and infant mortality, her friends and associates also saw her as a caring, enthusiastic physician with limitless energy and talents as wide-ranging as piloting an airplane, performing chamber music, and constructing her own musical instruments. Among her many accomplishments, she will be remembered for the Apgar score, of which it is said that every baby is first seen through the eyes of Virginia Apgar. All right, that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Don't forget to take some time and celebrate a very special woman in your life this month. And to take us out, here's Dr. Virginia Apgar.
I'm sorry to see this program coming to a close. We hope there'll be more like it. We thoroughly enjoyed and appreciate our visit with you. And if you like the program, write and tell your cable system. Thank you and good night.